This is Data Jockey, machine learning for Victorian racing. Today I am looking at Race 8, Sandown Lakeside, Wednesday, 8 July 2026. Straight into it. Here is what the model is saying about Race 8 at Sandown Lakeside in brief. 2 selections on the board. Stay Humble carries the place selection, the model's strongest read for this race. Prevailed sits in the same race multi only as the top 4 leg. So the short version, Stay Humble to place, multi combining both for the value angle. Worth staying for the full breakdown though, because this race has some genuinely interesting detail behind it, and the reasoning matters more than the headline. Race 8 Sandown Lakeside, 12 runners today, which means the top 3 pay a place dividend. Here is the first thing worth knowing, the model's top selection is not the favorite. That tells you straight away the model is seeing value somewhere the market has not priced in. That gap between data and market is exactly the kind of race this model was built to find. 2 selections on the board today, a place pick, and a same race multi-combination. And as always, this is not a forced pick. The model only shows up when there is genuine value to report. Today there is. Let us get into the detail. Quick context before the picks, since how this works matters for understanding what follows. The model driving these selections is machine learning based, trained on Victorian racing, and it never stops updating. Every race meeting adds to what it knows. That is different from a static system built once and forgotten, and it matters because racing patterns shift over time, season to season, even track condition to track condition. The real differentiator, though, is the target. Most tipping approaches chase the winner. This model chases place finishers instead, horses landing in the top positions, paying a place dividend. Different target, different method entirely. It is processing dozens of variables across the whole field simultaneously: pace, distance, field makeup, historical patterns, how each runner matches today's specific rivals. All at once, in combinations that are well beyond what manual analysis can realistically track. The full methodology is linked in the description if you want to go deeper. Right now, though, Race 8 is the focus, and the model has a strong view worth walking through. Let us get into it. First selection for Race 8, Stay Humble, the model's top pick, currently second in the market. Not the favorite, not the one getting the market's attention, just quietly priced at a level the model strongly disagrees with. That disagreement is the entire reason this selection exists. Worth being honest with you here, because I think it earns more trust than it costs. There is no single tidy explanation for why the model has chosen Stay Humble. It genuinely does not work that way. It is not pointing to one factor, a good record at Sandown Lakeside, a preferred distance, the usual form guide reasoning. That single factor thinking is what most tipping relies on, and it is exactly what this model avoids. Instead, it is weighing dozens of variables together, all at once: track conditions, distance, field composition, the specific rivals in this race, patterns drawn from thousands of past Victorian races. All of that simultaneously, picking up relationships a person simply cannot track by eye. That is deliberate. If the reasoning could fit in one sentence, the model would be redundant. Here is what actually matters. The market has Stay Humble priced at second in the market. The model ranks it first for Race 8. That gap between market price and model confidence is the value, and finding it is the model's entire purpose. It was built around place finishers specifically, not winners, so a top ranking here means this horse matches the historical pattern of horses that land in the places. A genuinely different lens to standard form analysis. Stay Humble for the place, top 3 finish in a 12-runner field. That is the model's read for Race 8. For entertainment purposes only, please make your own informed decision before placing any bet. Prevailed, currently 5th in the market, takes pick 2, a genuinely different kind of selection to pick 1, so it is worth being clear on the distinction. The model rates Prevailed as a likely top 4 finisher, but it stops short of backing a top 3 finish specifically. That gap matters. There is not enough support in the data for a standalone place selection here, but there is solid support for the top 4 role in the same race multi. That distinction might sound minor, but in a 12-runner field it genuinely is not. Top 3 pays a place dividend, 4th does not. so the model is not recommending Prevailed as a place bet by itself. The same race multi is where it earns its spot. What the model is essentially saying about Prevailed is that it belongs in this race and fits the top 4 profile for this field, but a top 3 finish is less certain. For the multi, top 4 is all that is required. Stay humble in top 3, Prevailed in the top 4. That is the model's combination for race 8. The same race multi for race 8. Stay humble as a top 3 finisher, Prevailed as a top 4 finisher. Check your wagering provider for availability on this market. Now, before you consider placing it, something worth being clear about, because it is easy to get this confused. These are 2 completely different bet types with completely different probability profiles. They are not interchangeable, and they are not equally likely to land. The place selection on Stay Humble is the higher probability option. The model is more confident in that outcome. Lower return, yes, but a stronger chance of landing. That is where the model has the most confidence for race 8. The same race multi is the longer odds option. Both legs need to land Stay Humble in top 3, Prevailed in the top 4. Lower probability than the place alone, but the return if both land is meaningfully better. You do not have to consider both. The place selection on Stay Humble is where the model has the strongest signal. The same race multi is there for those who want to explore the longer odds option. Whatever you decide, go in with a clear understanding of what each bet requires. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please make your own informed decision. For anyone following the full card, every race gets its own video, and they are all in the playlist Live Before Race 1. Worth a look through the other races to see what else the model has flagged today. A place multi combining several selections is something some punters build themselves. Check with your wagering provider on how that is structured. Make sure any decision you make is your own, fully informed. Important reminder too, always check for scratchings before placing anything, since they can change a race entirely on the day. The model's place selection for race 8 is Stay Humble. The full card is waiting in the playlist. If you are not subscribed yet, this channel covers every Victorian meeting, every race day, and every selection comes at no cost. Nothing locked behind a paywall here. That wraps up race 8 at Sandown Lakeside. To recap, the model's place selection is Stay Humble, and for those after the longer odds play, the same race multi-combination is Stay Humble in top 3 with Prevailed in the top 4. Every tip on this channel is tracked, and the results posted publicly every single week. The good runs and the bad ones, nothing left out. That transparency is the only real way to judge whether following this model is worth your time. As always, this is for entertainment purposes only. Please make your own informed decisions and gamble responsibly. Catch you in the next one.